JD Vance's neighbors have just dropped a bombshell on him and demand that he move out of the neighborhood. And the reason why is pretty insane. Now we'll touch on that in a second, but first I want to discuss Elizabeth Warren calling out JD Vance for trying to switch up his messaging about abortion access. Now this is referencing what JD Vance said the other day about Trump vetoing an abortion ban, so take a look at that original clip.
They will continue to press this point. Senator Graham said to me, I'm going to keep saying that there should be a federal ban. If such a piece of legislation landed on Donald Trump's desk, would he veto it?
I think it'd be very clear he would not support it. I mean, he said that explicitly.
It?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not supporting it as the president of the United States, you fundamentally have to veto it.
So he would veto a federal abortion ban?
I think he would. He said that explicitly, that he would.
So now that you've seen that clip, let's go ahead and take a look at Elizabeth Warren's response to all of this.
I want to start off by getting your reaction to what you just heard from Senator JD Vance. He says that if legislation banning abortion at the federal level arrived on Donald Trump's desk, if he were to be elected, he believes he would veto it. What's your reaction to that, Senator?
American women are not stupid. And we are not going to trust the futures of our daughters and granddaughters to two men who have openly bragged about blocking access to abortion for women all across this country. Look, right now where we are is if Donald Trump and JD Vance take the White House, they have current law, the Comstock Act, which, with the right person that they put into the Department of Justice and one of their extremist judges out in the world, they can actually ban all access to abortion all across this country. And understand, when I say ban access to abortion, I don't mean with, exceptions for rape or incest or a 16-week ban. I mean ban it for every woman anytime she needs it. Because once they take the medications off the market, once they take the surgical instruments off the market, they're not there. And so for any woman who's in the middle of a miscarriage, who goes into an emergency room and discovers there's no medication and no treatment for her because abortion has been banned nationwide, they can thank Donald Trump and JD Vance.
So yeah, Elizabeth Warren did not hold back when she called out JD Vance and Donald Trump, emphasizing that American women are not stupid. And nobody is being fooled by JD Vance's promise that Trump would veto a nationwide abortion ban. Warren's message here is clear. Women aren't going to trust their futures or their daughters' and granddaughters' futures to men who have actively worked to limit abortion rights. Warren also highlighted a real concern about how conservative activists might use the Comstock Act to enforce a federal abortion ban if Trump and Vance take office. She warned that with the right people in power, a nationwide ban isn't far-fetched. Ultimately, Warren is calling out what she sees as a dangerous game being played by Vance and Trump. She's skeptical of Trump's claim that he would veto a national abortion ban, especially given his history of appointing justices who overturned Roe v. Wade. But Warren isn't the only one who is angry at JD Vance, because his own neighbors have turned on him and demand that he move out. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. JD Vance's neighbors have slammed the vice presidential candidate after the Secret Service closed and barricades a park near his home in Alexandria, Virginia. The city announced that it would be closing the Judy Low neighborhood park on Sunday and an adjacent block that would be restricted to residents only after the Secret Service ramped up measures for Donald Trump's running mate. Beginning Sunday, August 25th, and in response to a request from the United States Secret Service, the Judy Low neighborhood park, located at 1 and 7 East Del Rey Avenue, will be temporarily closed until further notice. And this is from a city notice that was on their local news website. But the move sparked a backlash in comments posted on social media and on alxnow.com. Quote, "I'm all for protecting people, but if that park is in such a danger, he should probably move," wrote someone who identified themselves as Thomas Blackwood on ALX Now. The park belongs to the city and the people of Alexandria, not his protection staff. And to be perfectly honest, a true Republican would not want the government infringing on other people's rights. I think that's such a funny diss on JD Vance. Another commentator added that the park belongs to the residents of Alexandria, therefore they should be able to freely use the city resources regardless of who lives adjacent to the park. Let the Secret Service figure it out. What happens if some other high-level protectee move in adjacent to some other park? Another commentator on ALX Now attempted to add some levity to the situation. "Oh, for goodness sakes, enough. The man is running for VP of the United States. No matter your political affiliation, you should be proud that your neighbor is willing to run for office, they wrote. Shame on you for being so ugly. In a post on Twitter, business leader Michael Brown, former executive director of the Nevada's Governor Office of Economic Development Office, said that he lived on Vance's block and knew the woman that the park was named after. Judy Lowe was a friend and a Democratic activist, Brown wrote on Twitter. Weirdly, Vance moved into the heart of this socially progressive neighborhood next door to a park named for Judy. She believed in everything he opposes. Now, I know that I personally agree with the people of this neighborhood. It's not his right to just shut down a park because he feels like he's in danger. If he feels like he's in danger and he's that high level of a person, he should just move out. So overall, nobody likes JD Vance. Trump may say that he's doing a great job, but we can all see that not even many Republicans like him. And even a lot of them want RFK Jr. to replace him on the ticket. And the fact that he messes up so badly that even his neighbors are upset, that's how you know he will be unpopular no matter where he goes.